Have you ever wondered why your erections aren't as firm as they used to be? Many men think it's all about testosterone levels or blood flow issues. But here's the hidden truth that most doctors never explain. The strength of your pelvic floor muscles plays a massive, often overlooked role in erectile quality. These are the crucial muscles that lock blood inside the penis and keep you hard when you need it most. And just like any other muscle group in your body, if you don't train them regularly and properly, they inevitably weaken with age and disuse. That's where Kegel exercises come in. Most people think Kegels are only for women after childbirth, but in my clinical practice, I've seen men in their 50s, 60s, even 70s completely transform their sexual performance simply by strengthening these hidden, neglected muscles. Before we dive into these life-changing techniques, if you're serious about reclaiming your sexual strength and want access to proven medical strategies like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell right now. Only about 18% of my viewers are actually subscribed, but you're getting research-backed content that most men never discover in their lifetime. Also, if this information helps you, please give it a thumbs up. It helps more men find these essential techniques. Today, I'll show you the 5 best Kegel movements that you can do at home without any equipment to support firmer erections, better control, and even dramatically improved bladder health. Stay with me until the end, because the final move is the one that most men completely skip, but it's the real game changer for achieving lasting firmness and control that can transform your confidence in the bedroom. Let's start with the foundational movement that will teach your brain how to connect with muscles you may never have consciously controlled before. Lie down comfortably on your back with your knees bent at about a 45-degree angle and your feet flat on the floor, positioned hip-width apart for optimal stability and balance. Place your arms gently at your sides with palms facing down so your entire body feels fully supported and completely relaxed. Take a moment to settle into this position, allowing your breathing to become natural, steady, and rhythmic. Let any tension in your shoulders, neck, or jaw simply melt away. From this relaxed position, bring your complete attention to your lower back region. Gently tighten your abdominal muscles by thinking of pulling your belly button directly toward your spine, and press your lower spine firmly into the floor as if you're trying to iron out any space or natural arch underneath it. At the same time, tilt your pelvis slightly upward, just enough to feel your deep muscles engage without straining or creating any discomfort. You should feel a subtle but distinct contraction in your lower abdominals and deep pelvic muscles. From here, engage your abdominal muscles by gently pulling your belly button in toward your spine. Imagine trying to create space between your stomach and the floor beneath you, and simultaneously lightly contract your pelvic floor muscles. Think of gently lifting those deep muscles as if stopping urine flow midstream. This familiar sensation will help guide you to the correct muscle group. This movement may not look particularly demanding to an observer, but what it delivers internally is both unique and remarkably powerful for sexual function. It lengthens and stretches the muscles in the front of your abdomen, including the hip flexors that often become chronically tight from prolonged sitting, while simultaneously forcing the deeper stabilizing muscles, the pelvic floor, the transverse abdominis, and the lower abdominals, to contract in perfect harmony. That precise balance of stretching and contraction is what makes this exercise so remarkably effective for sexual health. It doesn't just build raw muscular strength, it builds flexibility, endurance, and neuromuscular coordination, which are all absolutely essential for optimal sexual performance and maintaining strong erections under pressure. Many men who make this stretch a regular part of their daily routine report a noticeable reduction in chronic lower back tension, significantly improved posture throughout the day, and most importantly, a much stronger, more conscious connection to their pelvic floor during intimate moments. That enhanced connection means when the moment comes, the neural signals between your brain, your muscles, and your erectile response are clearer, faster, and significantly stronger. It's like upgrading from dial-up internet to high-speed broadband for your entire nervous system. Hold this stretch for 20 to 30 seconds at a time initially, focusing on steady diaphragmatic breathing and gentle but deliberate muscle activation. Don't hold your breath. Oxygen flow is absolutely crucial for proper muscle function and recovery. Repeat it 3 to 4 times with 10 to 15 second rest periods between holds to allow your muscles to recover. As you progress over weeks of consistent practice, gradually increase the hold time to 45 seconds or even a full minute. You'll discover that your entire pelvic region feels both looser and stronger simultaneously, the exact combination you need for lasting firmness, improved blood flow, and superior control. The third movement combines core stability with precise pelvic floor training in a way that builds functional strength. Begin by getting onto all fours in what yoga practitioners call the tabletop position, placing your hands directly under your shoulders with fingers spread wide for stability and your knees positioned directly under your hips. Your spine should be completely neutral, not arched upward like a scared cat or sagged downward like a hammock, but naturally straight and aligned. This position alone helps align your entire body and removes unnecessary strain from the lower back while preparing your core for activation. Now take a slow, deliberate exhale through your mouth. As you exhale completely, gently pull your belly button in toward your spine, flattening your stomach without holding your breath or creating tension in your shoulders or neck. At the same time, contract your pelvic floor muscles with intention and control. Imagine for a moment that you are trying to stop the flow of urine midstream, or visualize gently lifting your testicles upward, or lightly drawing the muscles inside your pelvis up toward your belly button. Hold this coordinated contraction for 3 to 5 seconds while keeping your shoulders relaxed, your neck neutral, and your breathing smooth and controlled. Then slowly release with complete control and awareness. This movement may look minimal from the outside, but what's happening inside your body is profound and transformative. You're activating the deep core muscles, particularly the transverse abdominis, the muscles that wrap around your midsection like a natural corset or weight belt, while simultaneously training the pelvic floor to work in perfect synchronization. Together, these muscle groups create spinal stability, improve pelvic circulation significantly, and strengthen the crucial neural connection between your brain and your sexual function. What makes this exercise particularly unique and valuable is the way it links conscious breathing with precise muscle control. By learning to contract on the exhale and relax on the inhale, you're training both muscular endurance and neuromuscular coordination, two things that directly translate to more staying power and conscious control in the bedroom. Men who practice this move regularly often describe discovering a new level of awareness of their pelvic muscles they never knew was possible. Instead of feeling disconnected or out of control during intimate moments, they can sense and consciously control those contractions more easily, which helps them stay firm longer and delay climax when they choose to. This skill enhances both their own pleasure and their partner's satisfaction significantly. Start with 10 to 15 repetitions, always moving slowly and steadily with full concentration and mindfulness. Quality matters far more than quantity here. Over time, gradually increase the hold to 5, 7, or even 10 seconds as your endurance and control improve. You can also experiment with variations such as slightly shifting your weight forward or backward to engage different muscle fibers and challenge your stability. The fourth exercise targets multiple muscle groups simultaneously while building the kind of functional strength that directly translates to better sexual performance. Hold this engaged position for 3 to 5 seconds initially, breathing steadily through your nose, and then slowly release back to the starting point with complete control and awareness. What you're doing here may look simple from the outside, but it is remarkably powerful for your sexual health and overall pelvic function. You're not only activating the pelvic floor muscles directly, but also connecting them with your lower abdominals and creating what exercise physiologists call co-contraction. These are the very muscles that contract rhythmically and lock blood inside the penis during an erection, acting like a natural, biological constriction ring. By practicing this move daily with focus and intention, you're training those muscles to work together on command, building both raw strength and precise coordination. Another crucial benefit of the pelvic tilt is enhanced body awareness, what physical therapists call proprioception. Many men don't realize how to consciously control their pelvic floor until they start practicing this foundational movement consistently. It's like discovering you have a powerful muscle group you never knew existed. Over time, you'll begin to feel exactly which muscles are firing, where they're anatomically located, and how to engage them more effectively when you need maximum control. This enhanced awareness can mean firmer, more reliable erections that last longer, better control during intimacy to delay ejaculation when desired, and even significant improvements in bladder strength that reduce urgency and frequency throughout the day and night. Start with 10 to 15 repetitions, holding each tilt for those crucial few seconds. Focus completely on quality over quantity. It's far better to do 10 perfect repetitions than 20 sloppy ones that don't properly engage the target muscles. As your muscles grow stronger over the coming weeks, gradually work your way up to 20 or even 25 repetitions with consistency and proper form. This is absolutely key. You'll notice that your body responds differently to sexual stimulation. It feels as if you are actively locking in firmness rather than passively letting it slip away. Some men even describe it as reclaiming conscious control over a part of their body they thought they had lost forever to the aging process. Next, we move to an exercise that combines stretching with strengthening in a unique and powerful way. For this movement, lie face down on the floor on a comfortable mat or carpet with your legs fully extended and relaxed. Place your elbows directly under your shoulders, almost like you're beginning a gentle cobra pose or preparing to read a book while lying down. Your forearms should be flat on the floor, parallel to each other, providing stable support for your upper body. Lift your chest slightly off the ground, keeping your neck in a completely neutral position and your gaze forward or slightly downward to avoid any neck strain or tension. Lie flat on your back on a comfortable surface with your knees bent at roughly 90 degrees and your feet hip-width apart, firmly planted on the ground about a foot from your buttocks. Place your arms at your sides with your palms facing down for support and stability. Take a moment to find your neutral spine position, ensuring your lower back isn't excessively arched or flattened against the floor. Now press your heels firmly into the floor, engage your glute muscles, and lift your hips up toward the ceiling, forming a perfectly straight line from your shoulders through your hips to your knees. This is your bridge position. Hold it steady while maintaining good form throughout. While maintaining the bridge with proper alignment, gently push your knees outward as if you're trying to spread the floor apart with your legs or stretching an invisible resistance band between your thighs. Then bring them back to the starting point with complete control and precision. The movement should be smooth and deliberate, not jerky or rushed. What makes this move so incredibly powerful is that it works multiple crucial muscle groups simultaneously in a coordinated, functional fashion. You're strengthening the pelvic floor muscles, which help trap and maintain blood inside the penis during erection, while also powerfully activating the glutes, the largest and most metabolically active muscles in your entire body. Additionally, you're targeting the often neglected hip abductors and stabilizing muscles, which are essential for pelvic balance, stability, and optimal circulation throughout the entire region. When these muscle groups are weak or inactive, blood flow to the pelvic region is often significantly compromised. But when they're strong and responsive, they act like auxiliary pumps, helping drive fresh, oxygenated blood exactly where you need it most for strong, reliable erections. The bridge abduction also effectively retrains your body to hold firmness under pressure and movement. By keeping the hips elevated while dynamically moving the knees in and out, you're simulating the kind of muscular control and endurance needed during intimate encounters. This functional strength translates directly to better performance when it matters most. Start with 8 to 10 repetitions, holding each outward push for 2 to 3 seconds before returning to center with control. Focus on keeping your core engaged throughout the entire movement to prevent your back from arching excessively. As you grow stronger over weeks of consistent practice, increase the number of repetitions to 15 to 20, or add a resistance band around your thighs just above the knees for extra challenge and muscle activation. Men who stick with this exercise consistently often report not just noticeably firmer erections, but also improved pelvic stability and hip mobility, meaning less fatigue, reduced lower back strain, and greater control during longer intimate encounters. It is truly one of the most effective movements for building a strong, stable foundation that supports both sexual performance and overall confidence in your physical capabilities. Finally, we come to the most overlooked but incredibly powerful movement, the one that can take your results from good to genuinely transformative. Begin by getting down on your hands and knees, positioning yourself on all fours on a padded surface or yoga mat for comfort and joint protection. From there, slowly and carefully widen your knees apart, going as wide as feels comfortable without strain or forcing the position. Keep your feet turned outward so that your inner thighs are fully open and your hips can sink lower toward the floor. Your knees should form a wide V shape. Now, gently lower down onto your forearms, keeping your spine neutral and your head relaxed in a comfortable position. This position may already feel like an intense stretch through your inner thighs, groin, and hips. And that's exactly what you want to achieve. Take a moment to breathe deeply and adjust to the stretch sensation. Once you feel comfortable and stable, start rocking your hips forward and back in a slow, controlled, rhythmic motion, almost like a gentle wave moving through your entire pelvis. What this movement accomplishes is truly unique in the world of men's pelvic health exercises. It deeply stretches the adductors or inner thigh muscles while also opening up and releasing the deep pelvic floor muscles that often become chronically tight with age, prolonged sitting, chronic stress, or lack of flexibility training. When those tissues are tight and restricted, they create what I call a tourniquet effect that significantly restricts blood flow and creates excessive tension in the pelvic area, which makes it much harder to get and maintain strong, reliable erections. By gently opening and relaxing these muscles while simultaneously engaging your pelvic floor in a dynamic, flowing way, you allow blood to flow more freely into the erectile tissue and, crucially, stay there when you need it most. The rocking motion is particularly important and should never be skipped. It doesn't just provide a static stretch. It creates fluid, rhythmic movement through the entire pelvis, which dramatically improves circulation, promotes lymphatic drainage, and trains the muscles to activate and relax in perfect harmony. That balance of strength and relaxation is absolutely critical for optimal sexual function. Too much chronic tension in the pelvic floor can restrict blood flow and contribute to premature ejaculation, while too little strength fails to lock blood in place for firm erections. This exercise helps you find and maintain that sweet spot of balanced muscle tone. Spend 30 to 40 seconds in this position initially, moving gently with the rhythm of your natural breathing and breathing deeply into your belly. Focus on relaxing into the stretch rather than forcing it or pushing through pain. Repeat the stretch 3 times with 20 to 30 second rest breaks between sets to allow your muscles to recover and adapt. If you find the position challenging at first, don't force it or push through significant discomfort. You can modify by not going as wide with your knees or by placing a pillow under your chest for additional support. With consistent practice over time, your flexibility will improve dramatically, and the stretch will feel more natural and even pleasurable. Many men notice a clear, significant difference in firmness, sensitivity, staying power, and even the intensity of their orgasms after incorporating this stretch. Some report that this single exercise feels like it unlocks or awakens their entire pelvic region, allowing them to experience stronger, more responsive erections than they've had in years or even decades. Think of this stretch as both a strengthener and a releaser, a perfect yin and yang exercise. It builds control while releasing chronic tension, restores healthy circulation while teaching your body how to move fluidly and naturally, and ultimately supports both peak performance and lasting comfort. When combined with the other 4 exercises in this routine, it becomes the finishing touch, the one move that can take your results from good to genuinely life-changing. So there you have it, the 5 best Kegel movements to restore harder, more reliable erections after 50. These are not quick tricks, temporary fixes, or gimmicks that overpromise and underdeliver. They are practical, scientifically proven exercises that systematically retrain your body to hold blood flow effectively, increase penile sensitivity, and give you more conscious control over your sexual response. The key to success is unwavering consistency and patience with the process. Just 5 to 10 minutes a day, less time than you spend brushing your teeth, can lead to noticeable improvements within just a few weeks, with more dramatic, life-changing results after 2 to 3 months of regular, dedicated practice. Remember, these exercises don't just help with erections. They also significantly improve bladder control, reduce nighttime urination, alleviate chronic pelvic tension and pain, and support overall confidence in your body and your masculinity. For best results, perform these exercises daily, ideally at exactly the same time each day to build a strong habit. Many men find the greatest success doing them first thing in the morning or right before bed when they can focus without distractions. Track your progress carefully in a journal, noting improvements in firmness, control, and overall sexual satisfaction. Stay committed to trying these moves daily without fail, and you may be genuinely surprised at how much stronger, firmer, and more youthful you feel. If this video has opened your eyes to new possibilities for your sexual health and confidence, please do me a huge favor and smash that like button right now. It tells YouTube's algorithm to show this content to more men who desperately need this information. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button and notification bell because I release new evidence-based content every single week that can transform your health and confidence. Share this video with a friend who might benefit from this knowledge. You could genuinely be changing someone's life. Remember, it's never too late to strengthen these crucial muscles and reclaim your sexual health and vitality. This is Dr. Talia Monroe wishing you health, vitality, and confidence at every stage of life. Don't forget to subscribe for more evidence-based men's health guidance that can transform your life.